Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rock Valley Conference basketball tonight as your McFarland Spartans host the Turner Trojans. Starting lineups for Turner, number 3, Sabrina Fitzgerald, a 5'4 junior. Number 10, Marley Young, a 5'9 senior. Bailey Windsor, number 11, she's a 6-foot senior. Jennifer Niao is number 23, and Olivia Tinder, number 24, 5'7 junior. Those are the starters for Turner. Turner comes in tonight with a record of 6-3, 3-3 in the Rock Valley. Your McFarland Spartans come in with a record of 4-5, 4-2 in the Rock Valley Conference. They'll start number 00, Peyton Witt. She is a 5'8 senior. Adrian Kirch, a 5'8 freshman. She'll get the start tonight. She is number 10. Lindsay Lonegro, a 5'7 junior, is number 11. 5'6 senior, number 22, Freya Gilbertson. And 6'1 junior, number 33, Katie Hildebrandt. Spartans coached by Sarah Mullaney, and the Turner Trojans coached by Nick Ferrali. John Wells with you tonight. Dr. Pete Willikid here for the color commentary in place of Bill Cather.
I'll have to run that one by district office. I don't believe my salary represents the doctoral degree, but we can see what we can pull upstairs there.
Hey, we'll pretend for tonight.
Perfect.
Hey, this is going to be a good ball game. Rock Valley Conference here. The Spartans again at 4-2, Turner at 3-3. Again, the Turner starters, Fitzgerald is 3, Young is 10, Windsor 11, Niao is 23, and Tinder 24. Again, for the Spartans, Witt 00, Kirch 10, Lonegro 11, Gilbertson 22, and Hildebrandt 33. Opening tip won by the Spartans. They'll go right to the corner. Kirch right away. That's short. Nice box out there by Turner. Turner beat us down the court. Not able to get it, though. This is Fitzgerald, and she's going to be credited with the first turnover of the game tonight.
Talking with Coach Ferrelli before the game, he's probably not too thrilled at that first possession defensively, letting Kirch get a clean shot off in the corner. He knows how dangerous she can be. She gets her feet set up, real quick release.
So this is Lindsay Lonegro, number 11. And we've got our first foul of the game, 24 seconds in.
I think that dribble penetration is going to be the theme tonight, John. We're going to see both teams trying to get to that rim. Whichever team's more successful of keeping that opponent out of the paint is going to put themselves in a really good, advantageous position.
We've got our first substitution, too, Pete. We've got number 30, a Blesson Wilson, a 5'8 junior. Remember her from the track season. This is Hildebrandt. Kicks it way out to Witt. Lonegro inside. Hildebrandt. Back out Kirch, another 3. Long and wide right. Turner down with the rebound. And here come the Trojans. No score here, almost a minute into this one on Friday, January 3rd. Tinder is 24.
She is so
Takes it
strong
hard.
going to the rim. So strong going to the rim.
Witt down with the rebound, up ahead to Gilbertson. Cut off and double team now, trapped by Turner. Gilbertson a 3, long, no good.
So first 3 shots from McFarland here, all from the outside.
All beyond the arc.
You can see the way Turner's crashing down and really doubling hard on that post. They're going to have that inside-out look. It's just going to come down to whether you need to knock it down or whether Hildebrandt's going to be able to turn and finish it over 2.
Blesson Wilson is 30. Spartans go inside. Up off the glass and good by number 10, Marley Young. Turner up 2-0.
Wonder if it's by design they're trying to attack the new freshman starter inside, or if they just felt good about the matchup. Haven't seen enough of the games to know what the continuity offense looks like just yet.
And overthrown and a steal, a turnover. Here come the Trojans. Tinder kicks it back out. That is long. Here come the Spartans. Hildebrandt, nice skip, out to Kirch. Rounding out, no good, nobody there. Blocking out Peyton Witt. Boy, that's money in the bank right there. My goodness.
You got to make sure that you're not becoming an observer on those rebound opportunities. You can't just follow the ball the whole time. You got to put a body on someone and then go seek it.
Tinder went again hard to the hoop. Ball knocked out of bounds. Turner will get it under their own basket. Number 20, Taryn Klossner in for Turner. And that inbound goes long and out of bounds. Another turnover. We do not keep track, so pressure from Turner in the backcourt. Freya Gilbertson. Nice job by Freya getting by Klossner.
Almost looked like Turner was trying to bring a double at the end there. You saw Tinder start to creep over as Freya put that ball down.
Freya laying good. Freya Gilbertson, her first two. Spartans on top 4-2. 3 minutes into this one from McFarland High School. Tinder's the leading scorer for Turner. Nice cut by Niao. Got too far under the basket, though. Kirch comes out of it. Gets it to Lonegro, and here comes McFarland. Freya Gilbertson. Back to Kirch. Inside. Nobody on Freya Gilbertson, and she puts it off the glass. Pete, that's twice. McFarland's gotten uncontested shots.
And I think both of them are a result of communication issues. You know, one was on a box out or a lack of box out. Two are on one girl, and on this one here, it's a defensive switch.
Tie up underneath. Possession arrow favors Turner. Sabrina Fitzgerald back in for the Trojans.
It could be the headset that I have on here, John, but I'm just not hearing a ton of communication defensively. And you wonder why you have these miscommunications. You've got to be talking. You got to talk it out, bump it out, get it all figured out that way.
So Peyton Haas checks in for Turner. Blesson Wilson is 30. Not much talk out there really at all from Turner.
No, very quiet. You know, McFarland, you're hearing a couple things here on cutters. Coach Mulaney's doing a heck of a job communicating on the sidelines here, but you got to make sure you're getting it on the court here too.
Tinder's shot is short. Spartans come out of it, leading 6-2. Peyton Witt, Freya Gilbertson, reverse layup off the glass and good. Once again, nobody underneath for Turner.
And what an incredible pass. You know, she wasn't necessarily open on the pass, but the defender wasn't looking. So it's hard to defend if you can't see the ball, so she put it in a great spot.
It is 8-2. Underneath, shot up, no good. Foul going to be whistled on Katie Hildebrandt. That's going to be Katie's first. And Marley Young, the 5'9 senior, going to go to the line to shoot two for Turner. Exciting JV game, JV one game tonight. Turner really took their only lead at the very end of the game, and Spartans got a chance at the end and couldn't get her to go down and lost by one. But great effort by our JV1 team tonight.
Well, and Turner takes the lead with two solid free throws.
Yeah.
Gets to the line there and just no question about him.
So Young goes 1 out of 2 from the line. That's 50% in my book. 8-3 the score. Spartans on top by 5.
A little matchup press here on the free throw.
Lonegro on the drive. Overlays, no good. Wilson comes down with ball tipped out of bounds. Turner will keep it.
And again, now you think about what we talked about just at the tip there. Who can stop dribble penetration? You know, McFarland's done a pretty nice job of that on this end, forcing some high lob passes into Katie on defense. But Turner's really having a hard time keeping that ball in front, and even when it's not on the drive, it's on the pass when they leave a girl wide open.
See if teams make any adjustments here. Nearing the 13-minute mark in the first half. 8-3 Spartans. Bryn Berry, number 12, is into the lineup. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Turner. Boy, I just realized we had 3 officials. We had 2. Yes, we have 3.
Got the full complement tonight here.
How do you not notice that?
We're ready to go.
Lydia Brandt, 24, in for the Spartans.
You get into a game and you don't notice the officials. That's not always a bad thing, John. That's not always a bad thing.
Bailey Windsor on the seal gets the basket. This goes out of bounds. Spartans will keep it. It's 8-5. Coach Farrelly over there questioning that one.
Yeah, I thought, I see what he was looking at there. I thought the tip pass might have gone off of us on the way out there, but
he had a pretty good angle to see that too.
Yeah, so almost hit him.
8-5, 12:48 to go here in the first half. There's a look at Coach Mullaney. Lydia Brandt over to Lonegro.
Looks like they switched into a 2-3 zone here possibly. Nope, just a little switch up top.
Brandt, that's short. Turner out of there with a rebound. Up ahead. Lay in good. That by Sabrina Fitzgerald.
Incredible job running the floor there. You notice the first girl after the ball gets kicked ahead runs to the ball side wing. Opposite girl staying in that wing lane. Really, really hard to stress that weak side defense, and great vision by that young lady. Get the ball up ahead.
Spartans take the timeout. Again, scores 8-7. Stephanie Miller and Ben Becks on the cameras. Andrew Day down here doing scoreboard, switching cameras. And even brought over the Andrew Day party mix for Pete tonight.
White chocolate chips, a huge fan favorite at the household there. Both kids, big fan.
Again, for those of you not familiar with Turner High School, it's kind of that area between Beloit and Janesville. Town of Beloit.
8-7 score here.
Again, that is Kira Puleo, number 1 for Turner. Brandt back out Lonegro. That is going up. That is short, and it'll go out of bounds. Turner will get it with a chance to come down and take their first lead of the game. Olivia Tinder, number 24. It's a name you hear on the softball field. Drive by Fitzgerald. Took an extra step or two, so the travel give the ball back to the Spartans.
I'll tell you one matchup to kind of keep an eye on as this game goes along here is Katie Hildebrandt defensively against Olivia. Real credit to her athleticism to be able to play against such a great ball handler in Olivia on the perimeter, but it's going to start to take a toll fatigue-wise at some point here.
Turnover for the Spartans. Again, they're running into trouble. They're getting the ball down on the baseline, and then all of a sudden there's no opportunity to drive, and either getting double teamed or having to kick the ball back out. And
well, when you're driving that baseline, it's almost like when you're bringing up the sideline versus a press. It kind of becomes that third defender, and so you kind of get pinned there. You run out of real estate, and if you don't have appropriate rotation on the weak side of it, it can be really, really hard to be effective with it.
Ball goes out of bounds. We'll go to the Spartans. Nice defense. We've seen a lot of passes going down to the baseline on both ends of the court. And like you said, that's a third defender. Peyton Witt, 0-0. Katie Hildebrandt on the drive, up and good. Katie's first 2, 10-7 Spartans.
Absolutely incredible what she can do on the perimeter there. You know, you don't let the 6-foot frame fool you. She is a tremendous athlete. She shows it as a goalie. She shows it on the volleyball court. I mean, she is just an incredible young lady, incredible athlete.
Puleo's shot is long. Hildebrandt gets it. Now here's one of those fouls 80 feet away from the basket that as a coach you never want to see.
especially when it's your go-to girl, especially when it's your engine there with Olivia.
So Tinder with the foul. She will come out for the first time. Jennifer Nyao is in, the 5'6" senior, number 23. 11 minutes to go here in the first half. 10-7 Spartans. John Wells, Pete Willickett, courtside here at McFarland High School. Witt inside, Hildebrandt. They look to double team, kicks it back out to Witt. Kirch to Brandt, looks. A little shot fake. Gets over to Hildebrandt. Kirch on the drive, scoop shot, good.
And that's going to be huge if they're bringing the double from the weak side. As soon as you get that post entry, you have to get a weak side dive. You got to have one of those weak side wings come down to the basket. Katie's strong enough as a passer, smart enough as a player to make that pass.
And Turner with an answer. Marley Young just powers it up. Lead stays at 3, 12-9. Pete, an entertaining game here in the first half.
Competitive. I mean, there's started off a little rocky there. Subs, turnovers, fouls, not a lot of points, a lot of excitement without scoring, and now they're starting to get a little rhythm, it looks like.
And that goes off Hildebrandt out of bounds. Yeah, I was just looking at that foul total up there, 2 for Turner, 1 for McFarland. They're letting them play. That was an example there, and that's okay.
I just hope that wasn't the broadcaster jinx now, John. I just hope we don't rattle off 4 straight possessions of shooting free throws or something here.
And again, nice job posting up by Marley Young. Brandt gets a hand on that ball, knocks it out of bounds.
Both teams going to the bench early and often tonight. I mean, I think both teams probably had 7, 8, 9 girls that have come in already.
Wilson in for Turner, Gilbertson in for the Spartans. Turner inbounds underneath their own basket, right in front of us. Leo. Wilson is 30. Nice cut to the basket. Lays it up, scores, and that is Taryn Klossner.
I'll tell you one difference I see in the perimeter now between both of these teams. Turner's dribbling on the outside, McFarland's driving. You know, McFarland, when they put the ball down there going to the rim, where you see a lot of the east-west stuff when Beloit's playing on the perimeter. Here's a driving example right here.
Lonegro on the drive off the glass, her first 2. Back to a 3-point lead at 14-11. Wilson from 3. Off the iron, no good. Young with it. Trojans keep it. Back to Wilson. Corner, Paleo, 3. Short, no good. Tracked down by Klossner. Tight ropes. Keeps possession.
Tough spot for a bounce pass.
Yeah, about 2 feet away. Could have kept it and just gone to the hoop. Turner will keep it. 8:42 to go in the first half. 14-11 is our score. Klossner is 20. Over to Paleo, number 1. Guarded by Kirch.
Still got the opening on the ball screen.
Over here to Young. On the drive, puts her head down. And out of bounds it goes. Rolls right to us, but my leg just couldn't reach it, Pete. That's
again, when you look at that drive, though, it's not finishing its angle at the rim. It's getting pushed out to the baseline corners. And that's going to really be hard to finish when you're not heading towards the rim. This one, you get the spin going to the rim. That's a much more high percentage shot.
Young goes up strong, but then kicks it back out. That's where you're 3 feet away from the basket and you throw it back out near half court. Turnover.
And I think earlier in that possession, before all that other stuff was going on, they got a post entry inside and dribbled it all the way back out to the 3-point line. But that's a real credit to Katie Hildebrandt's presence as a defender.
Spartans get it to Hildebrandt. She drives in, draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Blesson Wilson with the foul. That is her first. Team's third. Katie Hildebrandt goes to the line to shoot 2. First one is good. 3 points for Hildebrand on the night. Bailey Windsor back in for Turner. Lead is 4. Hildebrand, second free throw, good. Lead is 5. Katie Hildebrand with 4. So we near the 8-minute mark. Again, trying to post up. Tinder's going to chase it down in the corner. She'll drive. Wait, Turner cuts the basket. They just don't want to finish.
Yeah, they're very hesitant, and it'll be interesting to see if Katie Hildebrand checks out of this game here at all, if that changes once her size comes off the floor.
Tinder drives, layup, good.
And that's a communication issue up top. The ball screen set on Hildebrand. They've got to stop Tinder if she turns that corner on the switch because they don't hedge on that enough.
Tinder learned that move from Miss Bowen when she was in 5th grade. And nice Freya Gilbertson finishes. She's got 8. Oh, nice cut by Wilson. Got away with the travel. Tinder overlays, no good. Spartans with a lead of 5, looking to get their biggest lead of the game here. And Whip to Gilbertson.
Again, you get the cut, you get the backdoor cut, you get the pass, and what's their immediate reaction? They pass it back out, right?
Ball stolen away. Here comes Tinder.
This
goes
one
all the way and scores.
Could have told you at halftime that one was not going to be passed back out. Olivia knows how to score the ball.
Here comes Gilbertson. Lonegro on the drive, and good. Put her head down, drove through. And we've got a foul in the backcourt. This is going to be another 80 feet away from the basket foul. And it's going to be on
Kirch, I believe.
Adrian Kirch, her first, only the second team foul. So 6:33 to go here in the first half. Turner's going to take a timeout, talk it over. 2 team fouls on the Spartans, 3 on Turner. Not saying that's rare for a high school girls game, but that's rare for a high school girls game.
Yeah. And, you know, I think one of the reasons for it is McFarland's doing a nice job of pushing it all to the corners. Where you start to get into the foul trouble is when teams are going aggressively to the rim, you're late on the help, you're late on the slide, and you kind of catch that body. But if they're not willing to initiate any contact offensively and they're just going to drive to the corner, you're not going to foul them. So that's one of the things that have been going well for them on that end. Offensively, you know, for McFarland, they're not drawing a ton of fouls against Turner because they're getting uncontested layups. So, again, hard to get an and one or a foul if there's nobody around because of a miscommunication.
I don't think we've had a made 3 yet tonight. We have not.
Ample opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
Ample opportunities, but they have not quite found one yet.
But taking the uncontested layup is the higher percentage of the 2, so.
I don't have too extensive of a background in analytics, but I feel very confident in saying that that's probably one of those go-to shots, the uncontested layup.
You would hope. Turner will bring it up now, 6.5 minutes to go in the first half. That's Sabrina Fitzgerald, number 3, over to Olivia Tinder.
It looks like Hildebrand is out now for McFarland, so we'll see if they're as interested.
Yeah, they switched to a zone. They went 2-3.
Bieri, the freshman in the paint, gets a steal here at the end. Oh, jump ball.
And Spartans will have possession. So they go to a 2-3. Interesting. Almost thrown away, and it is. Turner just looks hesitant, Pete. You know, they get the ball, and it's like, what do I do?
Right. And they feel very comfortable getting the ball to Olivia.
Oh, nice pass.
At some point, someone else is going to have to put it in there for you.
Lead is 5. Peyton Witt 0-0. Nice crossover dribble off the glass. No good. Ball tipped away. Lonegro's got it. And a steal.
And there's Miss Tinder once again.
Just good ball sense out there.
She sees the floor so well offensively and defensively.
And Lindsay Lonegro going to be whistled for a foul. That's her first, only the 3rd team foul.
Hildebrand checking back into the game here. Be interesting to see if McFarland sits in their zone yet.
Tell you what, Pete, I don't know if we've gone 30 seconds with the same 10 kids on the court. A lot of substitutions.
Yes.
And nothing wrong with that.
No. And it's been great. You know, as far as as I'm watching the game here, I'm not sure who the starters are and who aren't. You know, there's no girls that are checking in that game right now that are really seeming like they're a hindrance to their team.
Meow in the corner, double teamed. Turner's got to get it out of that corner, get it back out top, reset their offense. Meow is 23. 11 is Bailey Windsor. She'll drive, pulls up off the glass, no good. Bryn Berry tips it to Brandt, and Spartans come down with it.
That's a really strong take. That's a really nice job there by Windsor. That's the kind of stuff that they're going to want to see. And now she slides in to make a stop on defense as well for Turner. Those are back-to-back two solid possessions there for 11.
Here comes Turner. Tinder back out Meow. Good. From 3. Well, there's our first 3. Makes it a 20-18 game.
And I tell you what, with both teams kind of giving up some of the stuff inside that they have, whether it's uncontested layups or penetration, whichever team here can kind of catch fire on the outside could kind of pull away.
Hildebrandt kicks it back out. Shot on the way. Good. Bryn Berry. 5'11 freshman. Knocks one down. 22-18. Fitzgerald with the left hand and good. So Turner with the answer. Fitzgerald with 4.
And if you notice now, where was Katie Hildebrandt located defensively? Her girl was on the top, and she was defending the perimeter, which allows you to drive into that lane a little more aggressively.
3:40 to go here in the first half. 2-point lead for the Spartans. Berry back to Brandt. Brandt shot on the way, no good. Tinder will chase it down in the corner. Brandt almost picks up a foul in the backcourt of the reach. Tinder.
I really love the way she gets the 2 feet under control when she plays. Such a strong player that way.
And Sabrina Fitzgerald is number 3. She'll drive in.
Again, you're going away from the basket. That's not going to get it done.
And up against somebody 6 inches taller than you. But Spartans give it away on the other end, and here comes Turner. Oh, nice pass. Basket is good by number 11, Bailey Windsor. Lydia Brandt's going to pick up the foul, her first, the 4th team foul.
I'll say this at the risk of sounding preachy, but again, if you take a look at where was Hildebrandt on that possession. Her girl's on the perimeter. She's got to be able to defend out there. She's not in that paint, so they're more aggressive going to the rim now.
Windsor's free throw on the way, no good. Young is there with Berry, and it goes off the Spartans. So Turner will get the ball with possession underneath their own basket. We're knotted up at 22 here with 2:51 to go in half number 1. Gets it way out to number 20, Taryn Klossner. Back to Tinder.
Got to be careful now with Katie out on that perimeter again. If they get that ball reversed to the weak side here, there's going to be room to penetrate.
Wilson, number 30, holds the ball over her head. Drives in, kicks it back. Tinder on the cut. Thought she'd post up, just go up strong there, but look at that. Again, they go to the weak side, and this time Klossner finishes her fourth point. Turner now with a 2-point lead. Berry shot no good. Turner with the rebound. Here come the Trojans. Young. Ooh, wasn't sure. I thought they were going to call the travel.
Yeah, I thought he was gesturing with his hands, but I think he's calling it on the ground.
Floor.
That's going to be Hildebrandt's second.
Katie's second, 5th team foul. Turner will get it underneath their own basket. 2:05 to go in the first half.
She stays on the floor here. You can hear Coach Pirelli. You might not be able to hear it on TV, but they're saying she's got to attack her. They know what to do here to try to get her that third. That would be the ultimate equalizer.
And Young going to be whistled for the travel, so turnover gives the ball to the Spartans. Turner's first lead of the game here.
Hildebrand coming out, and it'll be interesting to see if they go back into that zone again or if they're going to try to stay man-to-man with the personnel on the floor.
Tinder and Klossner out for Turner. Fitzgerald and Paleo in. A lot of substitutions here. Teams feel that they're pretty deep, and let's face it, if you can do it, that's great.
If you can play a girl and keep her at 80% and she's going to be better than another one at 60, that's the way to go.
Witts 0-0. Gilbertson post up. Freya, go up with it. Post up, go up strong.
I'd like to see Peyton on that next possession there be able to turn that corner a little bit more. I thought she had some space to attack the rim again.
Lead is 2 for the Turner Trojans. Kicks it outside. Paleo thought about it.
You'd think Turner would be a little more aggressive right now, trying to get to the rim with Hildebrand on the floor.
Wow. 5-second call. Wow.
Defender got switched, which is what Coach Riley is arguing right now, is when the defender gets switched and that release, that spacing is there, your 5-second call should be restarting, I believe. I have not taken the rules test this year, though, John, so I cannot confirm that.
I was surprised. That was nearing the 1-minute mark. Spartans trail by 2. Adrian Kirch's number 10 kicks it over to Berry, freshman to freshman, over her head and out of bounds. There's a look at the Turner bench. Trojans will bring it up. Under a minute to go here in the first half. They lead here at McFarland by 2. Wilson 30, guarded by Lonegro. A lot of dribbling by Turner, but not advancing the basketball like you said earlier.
We always talked about the difference between dribbling and driving. Driving is going to the rim, driving is effective, dribbling is a waste of time.
Oh. Kurt's going to be whistled for the kick. Ball basically rolled into her leg, but 21 seconds to go. Tinder will come back in for Turner. She the inbounder. Let's see if they go to the inbounder and then
I would expect to see her
come
step
back
out
to
and get
her.
back to that post right there.
She posts up strong, draws the foul.
With no
Strong
Hildebrand
kid
on
out
the
there.
Yeah, with no Hildebrand on the floor, I'm not so sure there's a bunch of really good answers for McFarland against that sort of look.
Freya Gilbertson's going to pick up her first 16 foul against the Spartans. So Olivia Tinder, shot on the way is good.
Really a credit to Coach Ferrelli and his staff there to be able to get her back into the game there, knowing they got the inbounds baseline out of bounds there, getting that set. And I would think that that sub at the table there is probably hers in the event that they can get her off the floor defensively to avoid getting that cheap foul.
Tinder's second one on the way is good. Knocks them both down. Again, that goes back to her days of shooting free throws with Rachel Bowen at recess down at Turner. Spartans trail by 4. Under 10 seconds to go. Lonegro on the drive, off balance. Shot won't fall, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 with 5.2 seconds to go.
Coach is going offense, defense here again. Tinder at the table, ready to get the last drive. I would bet if she gets the inbounds, there's not a lot of other girls on the floor that'll touch it in the next 5 seconds.
Lonegro knocks down the first free throw. That's her 5th point, 26-23. Second one, no good. Ball loose on the rebound. Turner comes out of there. 2 seconds. 1 second up ahead to Tinder. Doesn't get it off. Nope, didn't get it off.
Real mistake there, though. When they check into the game on that free throw, you got to pick that up right off the bat and get her matched up, especially a player of that caliber. Those girls got to do a better job of communicating on that last finish.
Yeah, credit Turner with 5.2 seconds to go on a missed free throw. They get a 2-footer on the other end that just doesn't quite beat the clock. So we're at halftime here. Again, it's Friday, January the 3rd, 2020. I think I might have said the wrong year earlier. 2020. Our score in Rock Valley Conference girls basketball, the Turner Trojans 26, your McFarland Spartans 23. We will be back after this short timeout. John Wells, Pete Willickett back here from McFarland High School. Getting a lot of texts in tonight from listeners. We've got listeners all over the world. Somebody even from Guam.
Wow. It's incredible the reach we have with
Guam.
this internet stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Guam, that's just, it's kind of near Platteville, isn't it? 26-23 our score. Turner leads by 3. Halftime scoring, Sabrina Fitzgerald, first for Turner. Sabrina Fitzgerald with 4. Marley Young with 5. Bailey Windsor with 4. Taryn Klossner with 4. Jennifer Niao with 3. And Olivia Tinder with 6. Correction, Marley Young with 5. For the Spartans, Peyton Witt with 2. Adrian Kirch 2. Lindsay Lonegro 5. Bryn Berry 2. Freya Gilbertson 8. And Katie Hildebrandt 4. 26-23. Competitive game, not necessarily
not clean
not or
crisp.
Well played, but competitive.
Yeah. Be interesting to see adjustment-wise now. What is Turner going to do to eliminate that paint penetration? Will they make a switch defensively? Is it a change in matchups? Is it a change to a zone? Is it a better focus on the help side? You know, what are they going to do there? And then conversely, when we get to the other end of the floor, how is McFarland going to avoid the penetration when Hildebrandt is not in the paint? Whether it's switching her matchup to have her sit in there a little bit more, or some of the other looks that they've shown. Be interesting to see how they can defend that rim, because when you're a combined one of, 15, 16 tonight from the perimeter, I don't necessarily know if that's where the adjustment needs to be made, other than make them.
Turner will get the ball to start the little confusion there. Turner will get the ball to start the second half. And close ball game here, a 3-point game. Inside, foul. You could hear that one from here. Pete, I can tell you right now, the one adjustment Turner's going to make looks like post-up Tinder.
Yes, and you notice they got the switch from Hildebrandt being on her. The ball screen, it looks like McFarland switched it, and they immediately went with that cross screen to get that matchup choice on Freya.
Well, Tinder misses the first free throw. Again, she's got 6 points here, below her average. Second one, no good, missed them both, but Young comes down with a rebound for the Trojans. Out to Fitzgerald, they'll reset the offense. Boy, she thought about it from 3. Inside Tinder, nice spin move, off the glass and good. I got a hunch Tinder's going to take over on the inside here. Spartans are going to need to front her.
Bring some help, fix the matchup, whatever it might be. There's just a ton of congestion inside there.
And ball turned over, and Turner comes down. Lead is 5. Tinder now on the perimeter. Niao, around and out, no good. Here come the Spartans.
Got to pick up that matchup on this direction now. Tinder's in a trail position. McFarland was almost +1 going to the rim.
Kirch is 10, guarded by Niao. Shot no good. Might have got another extra step there, too.
Looked like I couldn't tell if it was just a really long stride or what.
Yeah, we got screened on that one from our vantage point.
You just notice the difference Katie makes when she's inside in front of that rim. I was talking to someone at halftime. I said, it looks like some girls are scared to check into the game when she's in front of the rim.
Now Tinder took the little hop there, going to be whistled for the travel.
So I don't know if this is by design or not, John, but you notice on 2 of these possessions now, they set the ball screen for Tinder, and I don't think it's necessarily with the intent of getting her to turn the corner. They're noticing the switch from McFarland.
Look at this. Freya Gilbertson just dribbles through everybody. Picks up her 10th point. Money in the bank on that one, my goodness.
I mean, how many uncontested layups have they gotten this evening?
That's 3 just for Freya. Inside, oh boy, that would have been a turnover, but Turner crashing the boards. And Marley Young finishes it. Lead is 5. Here they come again. Again, Peyton Witt. Oh my.
What a great job by McFarland pushing the ball in transition. The toughest kind of defense to play is transition defense. So to get as many opportunities with that as you can is just huge.
Tinder from 3, no good. Good box out by Witt. Here come the Spartans with a chance to cut it to 1.
And what do you know?
Here's Hildebrandt. Nice move off the glass and good. Hildebrandt with 6.
I would expect you're going to have a timeout here real soon from Turner if they get anything like that
just
defensively.
Not getting back. And they're going 9 deep here too, so fatigue shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, that's a focus issue. And
shot on the way, no good. Boy, there's Young.
So if you're Beloit right now, you need to be matching up during this free throw to make sure you know who has who and you can get back defensively, or you're going to find yourself in a tie ball game potentially here if they hit 1 out of 2.
There's a lot of confusion. Young shot is, oh my goodness, 3 bounces, no good. Turner 0 for 3 here in the second half. Spartans don't mind that.
You get a tight game like this, I mean, that's that JV game all over again, right, John? You win it at the line at the end there.
4 straight. And we're going to have a foul in the backcourt. That's going to be whistled on. I believe that's Bailey Windsor.
So we had a 2-1 foul count at about the 9-minute mark in the first half. This half, we're not as lucky.
We're going to see the opposite. Lonegro 11. Hildebrandt. Over to Brandt. No good.
Great vision by Katie Hildebrandt making that bounce pass.
Lesson Wilson, nice box out, comes down, brings it all the way down the court. Niao from 3, short. Gets her own rebound. Shot up and good. So Jennifer Niao with 5. 32-29. Timeout by Turner. Defensive switch here, Pete. What do you think?
You know, I don't. McFarland did switch to the zone out of the last time out in the first half, or the first time out in the first half, excuse me. It's kind of that change of pace. Some coaches will do that. You know, you call a play, you kind of get your set drawn up against what they've been showing. You know, you switch a defense, it kind of eliminates what that coach gets on the timeout. I'm not so sure you'll see it on this one. I think part of the switch they had last time was due to a substitution with Katie coming off the floor.
Turner looks like they're going to maybe make an adjustment on their press. I might be wrong. Going to pick up full court. Looks like full court person to person here. Witt's going to just dribble right through it all. Back out Hildebrandt. Lonegro. Lonegro on the drive.
I don't know how you get that sort of penetration out of a timeout on a defensive possession like that. That's really remarkable.
Windsor. Nice little give and go. Hildebrandt keeps it alive. Spartans down with it. Chance to cut it to 1 or tie. Witt crossover dribble, left hand, good. Nice job by Peyton Witt.
I love her.
Not much help defense there, though.
No, I love her confidently going up with that left, though, making a great fundamental layup as opposed to all these reverse layups and Euro steps and up and under. Just finish it with a strong body position like she did.
Miao's shot is long, but good hustle by Turner. We'll have a kick. Substitution number 32, Peyton Haas is in. Bryn Berry, number 12. Freya Gilbertson, 22. For the Spartans, Olivia Tinder, number 24 for Turner. 13:25 to go here in regulation. Turner on top, 32-31. They'll inbound underneath their own basket.
And again, notice the inbounder and notice who's on the bench.
There's the post up. Kicks it out. Shot on the way. Good by Niao. Her second three. And that puts Turner up by 4.
If I'm Beloit Turner right now and I notice the personnel situation we have, I'm going to try to get 7 possessions in the next 2 minutes. I'm just going to try to get as many reps as I can with Tinder on the offensive end and Hildebrandt defensively sitting next to coach on the bench.
And Lonegro with an answer from 3.
And it looks like it might start pouring out here now, Wellesley, so we better hang on to ourselves here now. Get yourself ready.
We're going to see him. 8 for Lonegro. Meow. Back of the iron, no good. Lonegro down with the rebound. Here comes the Spartans. Witt, nobody on her. Good hustle back by Niao, number 23.
Great rim run by the freshman Vieri.
And that's going to be a travel. Shuffled the pivot feet.
Lily Innes into the game.
Number 50.
Lily Innes from McFarland.
A sophomore. Didn't even realize she was suited up.
She's like a ghost, man. She moves in there real silently. Had her for track this year. Real hard-working kid. Funny young lady. You got to get to know her a little bit. Wants to hound people defensively.
And a foul on the perimeter.
She's in the book now, Wellesley.
So Lily Innes. Peyton Witt comes out. 12:05 to go in regulation. A 1-point game here. Turner 35, Spartans 34.
Real missed opportunity for Turner there, not being able to get more out of that stretch with Hildebrandt on the bench. Again, you look at the trouble she creates defensively for them. Oh, they're going to tag her here with a block.
Yeah, Spartans were overplaying on the baseline. It was just kind of a little backdoor cut.
I mean, Turner's thinking they got themselves an uncontested layup, and then here comes Katie Hildebrandt. Fortunately, I guess she got there a little early, they say.
Boy, we're launching them now. We're talking catch and release there. Ball goes out of bounds. Spartans will get it. Just constant substitutions. That horn's going to wear. I think Jerry Herbst over there on the clock. That's going to wear that horn out tonight. Come the Spartans with a chance to take the lead. Kirch is 10. Guarded by Fitzgerald. Nice move. Scoop shot. High off the glass. Innes with the rebound. Might have got away with one there. Gilbertson.
I'm telling you, she's a bulldog, man. She'll go get it. She fights.
Hildebrandt. Scoop shot good. Spartans lead. Hildebrandt with 8. Spartans on top by 1. Well, they're going to call Tinder now for the illegal screen.
Will that be her third here too now, John?
Second, I believe.
Okay, yep. Second.
Lonegro in, Berry out.
3 or 4 substitutions have come in here now, John, and Innes is on the floor. Coach is recognizing the work she's put in.
Yeah, it's a nice opportunity for her.
And, you know, when you get those opportunities, the whole thing, you know, the whole focus on that is almost to not get noticed. You know, just do your job, be in sound position, don't catch 2 fouls, don't turn the ball over right away, just do your job, just really be stable. And I think she's doing a nice job of that right now.
And ball goes through Freya's hand. Freya, I think, was thinking what she was going to do when she got the ball and just took her eye off it. So turnover gives the ball to Turner. 36-35, Spartans on top by 1. We're under 11 minutes to go here in regulation. John Wells, Pete Willigan. Hey, we're having fun here courtside.
There's that ball screen for Tinder again.
Fitzgerald drives, going to pick up the foul, and believe that will be Innes. That'll be her second.
I would think that could be the end of our time with Lily this evening.
She's got 2. more of a greater concern now. 5 team fouls on the Spartans here with 10:36 on the clock. And Fitzgerald hits the free throw. 1 for 5 this half for Turner. We are knotted up at 36. Second one on the way, no good.
You know, the potential bonus here is obviously a threat, like you mentioned, but if they're
you got to make them.
If they're going to stay at 40-50% from the line, I don't know if that's such a terrible thing.
Yeah, 1 for 6 here in the second half. Lonegro from 3, well short. Comes Fitzgerald.
You'd like to see when you chase that rebound down that they go with 2 hands to get support with it.
Wilson doesn't get the roll. Underneath, scoop shot, foul, and that is the shortest player on the court.
Hands down. And for her to come up and get that backside rebound there, you got to be in position, you got to be aggressive. Real credit to her there. That was nice.
Kira Paleo, 5'4" senior. She hits it. That's her first point. 5'4", maybe generous. But she got underneath and draws the foul.
The old Patrick Beverly idea, right?
Oh, rebound by Young. She just powers it up. Lead is 3 now for Turner.
Trying to dribble through the trap
Gilbertson.
there. Paleo going to get that ball.
They're letting them play. This is going to be a late whistle for a foul. That is a late whistle. There was almost a possession change after it. Not saying it's the wrong call. It was just late. (39-36). Good matchup down here between Hildebrandt 33 and Young 10. A lot of switching defensively for Turner. And that one is thrown away.
Nice idea with the weak side cut.
Hey, there we are. We're on camera there, Pete. See our vantage point. It's not perfect from here, but we'll take it. Again, great job by Ben, Stephanie, and Andrew tonight, doing the real work here with the cameras and switching and graphics. Shot on the way. No good. Rebound, Gilbertson. Here comes the home team. Oh, steps around, goes out of bounds.
They're saying there was a tip on that.
Well, again, I didn't see that.
I mean,
and I had a good angle on that one, but hey, nobody from McFarland arguing. No one from Turner because they're on the opposite end.
Oh, I think Coach was a little puzzled on his end. I understand his confusion. He's always done such a good job. He's been there a few years now, Coach Relly, and he's just done such a great job of just coaching the game. Just really coaching his kids hard. He does a nice job with that. Go back to the games that they've played at Turner, just a scrappy. I mean, it's like this. It's a scrappy team.
I want to say they knocked us off last year. Was it
last
the last
year, the
game?
finale, yeah.
Lead is 3 for Turner. Olivia Tinders, 24. She'll take it to the hole. Overlays no good. Here come the Spartans. Katie Hildebrandt up ahead. Young hustles. Witt going to take it. Left hand. There's Freya. Can't finish, though.
Again, you want to get that ball with 2 hands.
Going to call a kick. Tell you, Freya's as good offensive rebounder as you'll find anywhere.
Aggressive kid. Really, really, she's athletic. She'll go get it. She's got confidence. Such a fun player to watch play.
Lead is 3 for Turner as we near the 8:30 mark to go in regulation. Meow is 23. They're giving her some space. She'll drive. No good.
Calling an extended forearm.
On Peyton Witt.
Peyton. So it looks like Meow will be shooting 2.
Her first, Pete team 7th with 8:25 to go. Again, Turner about 1 out of 7, 1 out of 8 here from the line.
And again, you notice, what's the big difference now between what they were doing in the first half and the second half? Driving at the rim. They're getting these shots at the rim as opposed to, now they still have some possessions where they get a little bit into the east and west, but you can't get fouls just driving around the three-point line, dribbling around the three-point line.
1 out of 2 for Niao. He's got 9.
Real credit to Coach Fraley to making that adjustment at half.
40-36, Turner by 4. Spartans hanging right there. Nice job by Hildebrandt. Nice job by Lydia Brandt. Just sealed there. 10 now for Hildebrandt. Cuts the lead to 2. Almost a travel on Wilson. Number 20 again is Taryn Klausner. Wilson. Ball tipped away, stolen by the Spartans. Serenity Smith in it, number 42. Oh, that was dangerous. Again, that drive to the basket, but then not look to score.
Got to get that help side defense across now. Lydia's got it right now, but I'm not so sure she was there when the entry pass came.
Foul's going to be called on Marley Young. That's her first. .27 time on the clock, 40-38. Peyton Witt, number 00, will bring it up, guarded by Klausner. Nice crossover by Peyton. And she'll set up the offense. Don't give up the dribble out there. Lydia Brandt is 24.
You can see Tinder all the way across that lane ready to help out on a Hildebrandt entry. Really nice adjustment from Turner's coaching staff here, playing Tinder off of Hildebrandt so that she can help off of that player to give that extra support. You can front her then with one of your other bigs and then have that other person. Otherwise, you get into these situations, you front with your big on their big, ball goes in, and you got a 5'5" guard on the backside trying to stop the post entry.
Spartans got in a little trouble there. Sarah Malini calls timeout. Both teams with 3 timeouts to go, not an issue. 6:58 time on the clock. Turner 40, McFarland 38. Again, one of the things I've noticed about this game, and we've said it several times, just really hasn't gotten a flow or a rhythm to it.
Right.
Again, a lot of substitutions, a number of turnovers, and clock is stopping every 15, 20 seconds. So just not getting that flow in the game.
Yeah, and I almost think that might be in McFarland's favor, just because of the role that Katie Hildebrandt's playing for them defensively. I think if this thing's into 7-8 possessions up and down the court, 10, 11 possessions, I don't know how many more minutes she has at her full capacity. But when she's getting these continual breaks, she's able to take that breath. Really important that she's able to do that.
So the lead is 2 for Turner. Spartans with the ball. I think Sarah set up a play here. They're going to score off this inbound.
Looking for a post entry here, and you can see Olivia's ready to swing across.
Lonegro on the drive.
Nice job attacking off the ball screen. She denies the ball screen, refuses it, goes to the rim. Not enough help defense there. She drives through it and finishes.
We are tied at 40. Inside, Young up strong. Going to be a foul call. That's going to be on Katie Hildebrandt. That's going to be her 3rd, 8th team foul. 3rd or 4th here. I've got 3.
Yep, I think you might be right. I was expecting,
4.
No, it's 4. I think it's the 4th. She took the 3rd real early in the second half here.
Oh my. But again, Turner not helping themselves at the line at all, and they don't again. Turner loses this game. It's going to be, boy, look at how many free throws we missed.
Yeah. It's an easy practice plan the next day if you're a coach. Here's the thing we got to shore up. Here's what we got to clean up offensively, defensively. Here's our next opponent. Now let's spend the next 45 minutes trying to get these stationary shots that are always at the exact same distance with nobody guarding you.
Young gets the 2nd free throw, her 10th point of the night. 41-40 now, Turner, full court press by the Trojans. Maybe look to trap here a little bit. Spartans can be vulnerable to the trap. Hildebrandt now out. Serenity Smith, number 42, is in.
And if you've seen McFarland play, Hildebrandt's been the get-out-of-jail-free card against a lot of these traps. Being able to get her the ball, she can see over the defense, make that nice pass. So even though she's not playing point guard, I mean, she's someone who can bail you out of a lot of this pressure. Olivia's going to attack the rim here.
Fitzgerald is 3. 1 point game here, 41-40. Nice feed inside to Tinder. And as we've said, just surprised we haven't seen Turner do that more, and especially now with Katie Hildebrandt out. Can't keep Katie out too long with 4 fouls. Witt drives in, draws the foul.
McFarland's going to have to start applying more ball pressure on the defensive end, though, because that lob pass is really easy to make if A, there's no help, and B, there's no ball pressure. If you can get them to, pressure them enough to force them to put the ball on the ground, now they can't make that pass with Hildebrandt out of the game.
Peyton Witt's free throw is no good. Peyton with 6 points on the night. 5:40 time on the clock here. Again, in regulation. Turner by 3. Peyton Witt will get a second. Free throw on the way is good. Nothing but net. 7 for Witt. Lead is 2 for Turner. Meow. Stripped away by Gilbertson. It'll stay Turner ball.
It's really nice about the way Freya did that. I always talked about cupping, keep up palms, KUP. She's getting that swat, creating that contact. It doesn't look like a foul then. Sometimes even if you get all ball, if you swat down, it looks aggressive. And girls basketball, sometimes that's enough to get a foul as if it just looks aggressive.
And ball tipped out of bounds. Turner will keep it. They'll inbound in front of their own bench. That's Kira Paleo. 43-41. Tinder going to come out top, run the show for the Trojans. She'll go to the hoop, off the glass, no good, but draws the foul. And again, Pete, this is what we've been talking about. Now Turner starting to keep the ball in Olivia Tinder's hands a little more often. Lydia Brandt going to be whistled for the foul. Her second, 9th team foul. Tinder's going to shoot 2 anyway.
I would think you're going to see more of that box set from Beloit. They're going to go ahead and put the 2 girls stacked on the blocks on each block there, someone up top. Get that screen, down screen for Olivia to get the ball, and then set that ball screen right away to give her that option on the right side.
And she makes them both.
Here's the pressure again.
12 for Tinder. The lead is now 4 for the Trojans. Witt on the drive. Good. Nice job by Peyton Witt. Tough angle, but she finishes. 45-43. Crowd all of a sudden getting into the game. Tinder, nice defense by Witt.
If Olivia is able to cross back over, back to the middle there, she's got some opportunities.
Well, now here's the situation. Freya Gilbertson going to pick up the foul. I believe scoreboard says that's her 4th. Problem was it's 40 feet away from the basket. Now 10 fouls on the Spartans. Turner's going to shoot 2 the rest of the way.
And you're also sitting now with 2 pretty integral cogs of your team here with Freya and Hildebrandt, both with 4 each.
Money in the bank for Tinder, 13. That's her 5th point from the free throw stripe.
Coach Mulaney opting to keep her in there. You can only take so many girls off the floor.
Yeah.
You're going to need some leaders out there for you. And with Hildebrandt already sitting, that kind of leaves her hands tied.
2 for 2 for Tinder. 47-43, the lead is 4. Lindsay Lonegro. Kirch thought about it on the drive, kicks it back out. Lydia Brandt, careful, baseline, nowhere to go. And again, Pete, we've said that earlier. Got to be careful on that baseline because it's a defender all by itself.
And you got to get yourself to a good base of power. You got to be on 2 feet.
Nice job by Peyton Witt. Blocks the shot from Tinder. Brandt to the hole, fouled. Windsor will pick up the foul, her second. 5th team foul. Lydia Brandt will go to the line to shoot 2. And again, Turner a little trouble getting back defensively.
Yeah. And they're going to have to keep their head on straight here now. I'm going to expect that McFarland here is probably going to go into some sort of press to kind of get this tempo going again, especially with Hildebrandt coming back onto the floor here. If Lydia hits this here, I would expect them to get into a diamond press or a matchup press, something of that sort.
Lydia Brandt, 1 out of 2, her first point, cuts the Turner lead to 3, and Katie Hildebrandt back in. Again, this point in the game, 4 fouls sitting on the bench doesn't really do you good. You got to be out on the court. And a steal, Peyton Witt. Peyton's come up with some big defensive plays here in the second half. Boy, Freya was wide open, calling for the ball. Pass is late, but it goes off a Turner player's foot. Spartans will get the ball underneath their own basket, trailing here by 3.
This is a tough matchup here now for Beloit Turner. Olivia Tinder's on Freya, which means she's not going to be able to help for Katie.
Oh! Well, they call a jump. Wow.
Okay.
Fortunately, it favors the Spartans.
Well,
thought it looked like a clean
it does on the board here, but this possession is going to get switched here in the last 3.5 now. Any jump ball late is going to be going Turner's way.
High feed. And they're going to call Young for the foul. Well, should be underneath, shouldn't be shooting.
I think they got bonus here now.
Oh.
So
Hildebrandt will shoot 1 and 1. Spartans trail by 3. Short, no good.
Now we're going to get 2 on the other end. Monagro, I think, with the push.
It is, and we'll march down to the opposite end, where Turner's going to be shooting 2 the rest of the way with a 3-point lead. Marley Young. Marley probably the strongest player on the court.
This is a situation here now where you just can't be sending Tinder to the line. I mean, if anyone's been the bright spot at the line for Beloit this half, it's been Olivia. Marley hitting the first of her 2.
That's 11 for Young. All of a sudden now, Turner's starting to connect on their free throws. Second one, whoa, gets the bounce. Lead is 5, 49-44.
You got to be careful now. Both teams showing some full court pressure.
Oh boy, they missed one there. Lonegro overlays.
The one thing you can't have with this full court pressure is a foul 70 feet away from the hoop.
And we got 3 minutes to go. We're playing like there's, well, I don't understand. 3 minutes to go. We're playing like it's 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not
sure. Freya might
have
picked up her 5th. She does. Turner will shoot 2. Brandt will be in. Gilbertson out. A lot of time on the clock. 3:07 to go here in regulation. 49-44, and you put Turner to the line to shoot 2. Around and out.
No lane violation there, thankfully. Held off until the release.
Second one for Yao is out also. Again, 3 minutes to go. A lot of time. No need to panic. Kirch gets the roll.
Again, got to be smart with this full court pressure. Cannot have fouls. And your last resort defensively right now is Katie Hildebrandt in the rim, and she's got 4. So if you get a situation where they do break out on this pressure, I mean, she's going to have to decide to contest it and risk the and 1, and her spending the rest of the night sitting next to Coach Peterson on the bench, or allowing the layup, which is not going to help your situation very much.
Turner takes the timeout. They've got 2 left. Again, the score 49-46 Turner, 2:42 to go in regulation. 10 team fouls on the Spartans, 7 on Turner. So the Spartans in the bonus. Turner will be shooting 2 each time. Guarantee you, Pete, with 2:42 to go, we are going to see free throws on both ends. And that may wind up being the difference in this game. Certainly, if the Spartans win this, Turner's going to come back and look at all the missed opportunities.
I'm sitting there thinking, philosophically right now. McFarland has done some nice things in the half-court defense against Turner, where they're able to create some turnovers, contest some stuff. They're not going to get the lobs over the top right now with Hildebrandt in the game. When you get this pressure, we could get turnovers, that's great, but you're putting yourself in a situation now where Katie could catch her 5th, you could give up layups, or you could just sit there and watch them shoot free throws all night. It's a really difficult situation here for McFarland.
Thought maybe we'd see a set play on the sideline inbound.
And Turner's got to play that balance now of being aggressive to a certain degree, but not being so aggressive that you're reckless with it.
Ball tipped away. We've got a foul. Let's see who it's called on. Lydia Brandt, I believe.
So on the entry. Okay.
49-46. Marley Young will go to the line to shoot 2. No good on the first one. Misses badly to the right. Just when we thought Turner had the free throw shooting down now, it's gone from good to bad. Misses both. Tinder fights for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Goes to the Spartans.
I had a terrible angle, so I have no idea.
Sometimes it's easier to watch the monitor than.
Right.
Spartans trail by 3. Chance to tie it here.
Ball screen coming here. See how Beloit defends it. Tinner's sitting in the help. Tinner's sitting there ready to help.
Hildebrandt just muscles it up and scores. 49-48, 2 minutes to go.
What a tremendous job by Katie Hildebrandt. They know to go back baseline to avoid the help from Tinder.
Tinder all the way from the right side. Should have gone to the left side.
If she attacks that more aggressively instead of fading to the corner there, she might get her 5th on Hildebrandt.
Ball tipped away and stolen by Fitzgerald. Goes in. Hard foul. Peyton Witt gonna foul him hard so they don't have a chance to make it.
The way they're shooting their free throws right now, you can't give up a layup, and you sure as heck ain't gonna want to give up an and one on some ticky-tack thing. You got to make sure she can't bring the ball above her hip. Nothing dirty about it.
Nice play by Witt. And free throw for Fitzgerald is no good. And we got a timeout, McFarland. They've got 2 left.
So you got a 1-point deficit, possibly 2 on the free throw. Be interesting to see if McFarland on the next possession, depending on where that score's at, if they're going to keep that full court pressure on. And now defensively for Beloit Turner, are you going to be able to get in front of Hildebrandt so that Tinder can actually bring that help? The last possession, they couldn't get her fronted. Post entry comes in. Tinder can't leave completely to go across her, so she's sitting in front of the rim, but Katie's able to spin back to the baseline and get a nice shot inside.
Now, I'm not keeping track of free throw shot, but it's just made free throws. But I got to believe Turner's close to 20 missed free throws.
Which is nowhere near a record in this building. I once watched a Clinton team shoot 57 in a game. So.
Yeah, Turner has made 6, 7, 13 free throws made. And I got to believe, Pete, they got to be close to 30 attempted.
I mean, it has definitely left a lot on the table, a lot of meat on the bone, as they say, with some of this free throw shooting.
So Fitzgerald on her second free throw, no good. Hildebrandt down with the rebound. Up to Brandt. Here come the Spartans. Trailing by a point. 1:25 to go.
Here, sitting in the paint. Now she'll have to expand because she's one pass away.
Hildebrandt just taking over. They're going to call Young for the foul with the body. That's going to be her third. Katie Hildebrandt to go to the line to shoot 2 with a chance to tie and possibly take the lead.
I just hope and hope and hope that they don't notice the hook. She does such a nice job with that, and she gets around the corner, and I don't think any of the officials can hear me right now, so I feel confident in saying it, but if you notice, she gets around the edge on that, gets that side, and finishes very well.
Well, 1 out of 2, we're tied. Ball is loose, goes out of bounds. It's going to go here to the Spartans.
A lot of conversation going here. Oddly enough, the McFarland coaching staff and players feel very confident that it was going this way. I thought it went right through the legs there. I didn't think it touched anything, but.
Well, the official closest to it asked for a second opinion.
I'll tell you, it's a perfect example again of why I'll never officiate. I'm a terrible, terrible official. I have no idea how this stuff works. Another ball screen here for Tinder. They got the double. That could change things.
Niao in and out. Tinder with the rebound off the glass and good. Oh. Olivia Tinder puts Turner up by 2 with 53.3 seconds on the clock.
I mean, let's talk some basketball IQ here by Olivia. She uses the ball screen, swings it back out top, and immediately dives to that rim, knowing 80% of those rebounds go weak side. I mean, she's sitting there waiting for it. What an incredible job by her.
Freshman Bryn Berry is in, number 12. Lydia Brandt comes out. Lydia with 4 fouls. Just 8 team fouls, just, on Turner. So the Spartans are still in a one-on-one situation. Here they come. Here comes Lindsay Lonegro as they easily break the pressure.
And you look at where Olivia's sitting again, trying to help out as much as she can defensively.
High feet stolen away by Young. And Witt's going to foul in the backcourt with 34 seconds. And the Spartans trailing by 3. Might have been a little premature on the foul there, but
if you're Turner right now, you got to be talking to Olivia Tinder about shot goes up. I don't need you to run the floor so much anymore. I need you to come get the ball. This is my rock solid free throw shooter. I need her to come back and get this thing so that when they do foul, she's the one who's going to the line.
So the Spartans will take a timeout, just a short one here. Again, the situation, 52-49, Turner by 3. Sabrina Fitzgerald will be at the line to shoot 2. 34 seconds, though. A lot of time. A lot can happen. Right now, it's a one-possession game. If Fitzgerald can make one of the 2, then it becomes a 2-possession game. But again, with 34 seconds to go, Pete, a lot of time.
Yeah, and you don't want to come down here and just start launching threes from the 10-foot line on the volleyball court there. You want to make sure that you're getting a solid possession. I don't know if you could possibly be wrong by getting the ball into Katie Hildebrandt's hands. If she gets it, I don't care what she does. That's probably the best decision.
Free throw on the way is good. Hitting them when they count. Now the lead is 4, so you don't need to come down and hit a 3. Get a layup. I mean, we've proven that we can take it in. Second one, no good, but the long rebound comes down to Turner. When they take a timeout, Coach Forelli all the way down there on the baseline.
He saw the trap coming. Katie Hildebrandt was heading down to that baseline corner. There's another girl coming across the baseline, and he saw the trap coming, and I think he kind of anticipated what the response might be from his team when you got that sort of size against you. Now, here's the interesting thing, and I listened to Hubie Brown talk about this a while back. How many coaches have a baseline out of bounds for that spot? You know, we got our sideline out of bounds at half court, right? You got your baseline stuff from just outside the backboard, but who's got it when it's pinned in the corner? You know, what are you running out of that?
You think Turner will even look to score?
I mean, I'm setting the screens, trying to get that ball to Olivia, and I'm going to tell her that she does not get rid of that thing unless it's on fire. You just stand there and hold it as long as you can, and just let them send you to the line. They get the screen to her.
Now they're going to get double teamed. Tinder
Okay.
gets it out. The foul's going to be called, and that will be on Adrian Kirch.
I mean, one of the things that you want your players to understand is they get so worried about the 5-second call, but in the grand scheme of it, you really have about 14 seconds because you can hold it for 4 before they end up calling you for it. Then you got to dribble. You got another 4.5 there. Then you can pick it up again. You get another count. So you can get a little bit closer to that 13, 14 seconds than what people think.
And Tinder knocks both free throws down, 55-49. Again, it's still a 2-possession game. Lonegro spins in the lane, draws the foul.
Might be Tinder's 4th. Oh, Fitzgerald gets the call.
They call on Sabrina Fitzgerald. I think that's her 3rd. Again, it's a 2-possession game. Lonegro's free throw is no good. Make or miss here, Pete, still a 2-possession game. What you don't want to do is foul on a rebound here. She knocks that one down. It's a 5-point game. 18.4 to go, a lot of time. And Fitzgerald fouled immediately by Adrian Kirch. Good job by Adrian. Not much time came off the clock there at all. 17.3 up on the board.
I'm always so hesitant with the bounce pass there. You know, get that air pass. If it hits the ground and comes up, it's going to take longer. It gives that defense more time to close out to it.
Free throw no good. If she makes both free throws, it's a 3-possession game. Now, regardless of what happens here, still a 2-possession game. 17 seconds on the clock. Got it. 56-50. Lonegro eating up time. Goes back from 3, no good. Tinder fouled in the backcourt. Again, a lot of time eaten up on the dribble. This one's over, though. It's 56-50. Olivia Tinder will go to the line to shoot 2. Tough loss for the Spartans here tonight. Tinder's free throw is no good. Again, it's going to be a 6 or 7 point game. Could have been worse.
Yeah.
If Turner hits their free throws. But Spartans will get another shot at Turner later in the year. They'll go down to Beloit. 57-50. Lonegro's shot on the way, no good. And we have a final score from McFarland. On Friday, January 3rd, 2020, the Beloit Turner Trojans 57. Your McFarland Spartans 50. Again, a very competitive game, hard-played game. But Turner's going to come out with this. They will now be 7-3 on the season. Spartans will drop to 4-6. Spartans got a tough one coming up next week at home. We will not be here for that. We will be here on Tuesday when the Spartan boys host one of the better teams in the state in the East Troy Trojans. But the Spartans, I believe, next week will be hosting Broadhead.
Yeah.
Broadhead's got a nice young team.
We may not be here from the broadcast standpoint for that Broadhead game, but you should all be here. It's a really strong team. Coach Cameron does a great job with them. It's going to be an awesome environment to see the Spartan team and Broadhead Cardinals be able to go at it.
Nearly all sophomores and freshmen, so Spartans will be back. They'll still have a shot, right, to win that Rock Valley Conference title. A little setback today, but hey, they'll bounce back. They've got Evansville and Clinton, who beat them earlier this year, both at home.
Yep.
So again, 3 losses on the season in the Rock Valley Conference, and hey, they could win the rest of them, and 3 losses isn't necessarily
it's
going to be too many losses
right
to
now.
still win.
I don't think there's anyone in the conference necessarily that is, just blowing people out game after game after game after game. So, what they got to do is just take care of tomorrow, take care of practice.
You always want to win those home ones.
Take care of that next one
and
then get ready for Broadhead.
So, big thanks to Pete for filling in tonight for Bill Cather. We saw a good one here. Unfortunately, the Spartans going to come out on the short end of this one, 57-50. So again, for Stephanie and Ben and Andrew, who do all the work here, we will be back next Tuesday, January 7th, boys basketball, as the Spartans host East Troy. We want to just say to all of you out there, thanks for watching, and so long.